Hey, let's read the Bible together. This is a good book. This one is titled Job. Some people might pronounce that Job. But I like to think of it as titled Job quite deliberately. They say God knows everything. Probably everything that will have ever happened, ever will happen. So, I figure maybe he knew that there would be a nation speaking a language called English. And, they would, have a word that's so very important to the whole nation. Jobs. Everybody has a job, right? Well, God talks a lot about jobs. Well, his very favorite of all the men that he had in all of creation at the time was this guy Job. Let's read a little bit about his story. A man in the land of Uz was named Job. That man was honest, a person of absolute integrity. He feared God and avoided evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 pairs of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and a vast number of servants, so that he was greater than all the people of the East. Each of his sons hosted a feast in his own house on his birthday. They invited their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. When the days of the feast had been completed, Job, right? I said that earlier. Goodness me, totally lost track of what I was saying. Where was I? Here we are. When the days of the feast had been completed, Job would send word and purify his children. Getting up early in the morning, he prepared entirely burned offerings for each one of them. For Job, goodness me. I want to make a point about it being pronounced Job this time, but I feel like it's pointless. I've got the instinct to call it Job. It just isn't spelt Job. Anyway, Job would send word and purify his children. Getting up early in the morning, he prepared entirely burned offerings for each one of them. For Job thought, perhaps my children have sinned, and then cursed God in their hearts. Job did this regularly. So, we'll read more soon, but I don't know what you might have gotten out of this. But I want to insist on one thing. It's a good job to read the Bible.